Well, all right. To much dismay, here is the November day trading recap video. It's another month in the books and not a month that I am particularly happy with. Um, there's some good takeaways, but mostly, and as you can see right here, I have my range set to the month, and these are all my statistics on the month right here for you to see. And full transparency here, guys, down 1,500 on the month, a red month. And you might not have expected this because, a lot of my recaps were green days. Um, but I took some big hits this month, big hits, and it's simple. It's a simple fix, and it's not. It's a simple fix, and it's not. And I'll kind of get into that in a second here. This probably won't be too long of a video. But when I say good takeaways, what I'm looking at here is number of winning trades to losing trades. I've got nearly a 60% win rate here in the month of November, and this month really comes down to big losses and big losses in a small amount of trades. And so, what does that mean? Well, it means not cutting your losses. It means refusing to acknowledge that you're in a losing trade and believing in a pattern that doesn't exist. And then even worse than that, keeping a trade on when your pattern has failed, what you're looking for didn't happen, and you're still in the position. And that is something that I've said again and again that I've been struggling with, and I think it is probably something that most traders struggle with quite a bit. And when that goes against you, and when you do fall into that bad habit, you can get destroyed. And that is what happened to me in this month. I want to briefly kind of zoom out big picture, kind of as the month concludes, and then kind of zooming out. This is my all-time stats, my all-time since I've been inputting trades into TraderView, and this is where I stand. So still up over $10,000 since I've started trading. And 55% win rate. Your win rate isn't the most important thing. It's really about keeping those losses to a minimum. And boy, that is maybe I should say it twice, because this is just upsetting. And I don't like to make this video, but I'm gonna put us over into the calendar view so you can kind of see day by day here. And yeah, the 10th, that stands out. It's so frustrating. I mean, you look at this, and at 11 o'clock, I'm basically break even on the day. And if I can recall, I think it just doesn't show it here, but I think I may have been green on the day at one point. Maybe not. No, I don't think I was actually. This looks right. But still, this is, I think, a $300 or sorry, this is like a $150 or $200 would have been a loss on the day if I had gotten out, if I had just scratched all my positions here. But no, that's why this day was so bad. And just look here at how bad it was, really. Just terrible, terrible. And so as far as what you should learn here is just don't let it get this bad, and you've got to set a hard stop. $1,000, that's kind of where I'm at now. Is I don't want, if I've lost over $1,000 on the day, it's really time to pull the plug and look to the next day and get a fresh start, because this is unacceptable. And how do I let that happen? I had I'll rewind kind of here to I think October, $2,700 loss. I had that loss a week after, a $1,700 loss, and that was a moment in time where I was so distraught, and I thought I'd never let this happen again. Well, here I am in November with a $4,000 loss, which is just, oh man. And if not for this first week of trading, which was really solid continuation from October, and this was really nice. So you can see here 6 trades, 2 trades, 1 trade, 3 trades, really not over trading, and getting that goal of $500. That's kind of a sweet spot for me. I don't aim for it, and when I hit that, I don't necessarily stop trading. It's very day by day, but once I've hit $500, that's a day I feel very happy about. And then also kind of there's an aspect to this day, or to this month as well, of these 2 last days of trading, and these just happened. This was just 2 days ago, and I'm thinking to myself, I could have gotten away from this month if you pretend I just hadn't traded these days. I could have gotten away from the month, down $500 or so on the month, which that's one day. That's one good day of trading, and still a whole month of time passed, and I'd still be red on the month, and it's not good by any means. But considering a $4,000 loss and then a $1,200 loss in the same week as well, I didn't even mention this yet. It would have been okay. It would have been okay, and obviously here I wasn't at my main setup. I was Thanksgiving, and I was at home and trading on my laptop, which really doesn't make a huge difference. But when you're in a different environment, you're trading in a different setting than usual, it can play a mental part on you too. It's not that it really affects your trading concretely. It's more of a kind of behind the scenes factor, but I don't know, something tells me it may have played a role. And then if I suppose this is a bit misleading, $10,000 all time, this includes 1 day of December that I've already imported, which again, I wasn't at my main setup, and this is actually the first time in all the trades I've imported into TraderView. This is the first time that I've had 3 red days in a row, and 3 decent red days here. $500 loss, $500 loss, and another $500 or $420 loss here, and that's not good. But at least I'm not getting upset and over trading and getting crazy losses like $4,000, and at least I'm able to take 2 trades and say, this is not working for me, my timing's off, I'm just and I'm frustrated, and it's time to walk away. And now I'm back in my main setup, and I'm very pleased to put a $700 green day here, which is what I have today. And so the data comes out a day late, so I've got to wait till tomorrow, but this will be a plus 700, so that's good. And when you have these big losses that you're trying to recover from, I love to look at this. Well, I mean I don't, but this is a good way to look at it, is the cumulative drawdown, and this shows you from your all-time highs, right? From your all-time highs in importing trades, and this $0 mark is when you're at all-time highs in your account, and then any drawdown you have from that is represented here. And so you see that $4,000 loss, and then another $1,200 on top of that, and with a day in between. And the low point here is down $4,830 from this peak in my P&L. So I did have a P&L, or here this number was my total gain at $15,400, and then now I have that drawdown, which I'm trying to recover from, and then those 3 red days in a row, which have kind of stifled my comeback, unfortunately. But $700 green day here brings me back to down 4,000 from the highs, and it's just day by day. You just got to chip away at it, and I'm really just focused on not exploding and not getting out of control. because I feel like if I can just claw and scratch my way back, that's kind of the best way to go about this. This is not the time to try to hit home runs. But if we kind of go back to November for a second, if you're still watching, hopefully this is interesting for you. But yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. This is an ugly, ugly month, and just not great to see. But I am still at a 60% win rate in the month of November, despite being down 1,500, and that really tells you that that the losses are coming in big droves, and you don't need many. How do I say this? These losses come in just a couple trades. One trade, down 3,600 in one trade, and my largest gain, my best trade on the entire month was only less than a $600 gain. That is not good. I mean, it's not really important to have large. It's not the most important thing. If I have a lot of $590 winners, then that's great. But usually I would have a better one than that. I think in October, if we look at all of October, my biggest winner was $1,200, and then I had that minus $2,700 day. And remember, these losses are by trade, so not by day. So I had a $2,000 loss in one trade, but at least I had a winner of $1,200. Of course, your winner should be bigger than your loser here, but it can be difficult to hold on to a trade that's working in your favor. You don't want to lose that you don't want to lose your profits, so you get out early, and you miss out on the gravy. But then in terms of your loss, you don't want to cut it because you keep convincing yourself that it's going to reverse in your favor. So it can be kind of inversely difficult that way for these two. And so October is really carrying my account. Obviously, September was good too, but October really was my best month so far, and I did not expect that November would be so bad. I did not expect that November would be worse than September, because September was really, I was getting started in this Trader View, and anyway, I think the takeaway is that I need to limit my share size, and don't, some things you can think about too is, again, just set a hard stop on how much you want to lose, and then on top of that, you can limit your share size and just say, this stock I usually take 500 shares, I'm going to take 300 shares. If you usually take 300, you can take 100, and that's kind of how I go about it. So today I only traded 100 shares of stocks that I could have taken more size, and I didn't, and it was a green day. Obviously, if I had taken more size on those trades, I would have been up a lot more, but again, limit your share size and set a hard limit for where you're just going to quit, throw in the towel, and yeah, you're going to end up red and you're going to end upset, but at least you're not going to end as upset as you would be if you were down 4 times that, which is kind of how I was feeling when I lost $4,000 in one day and just let it run away from me and just get out of control. And it happens every once in a while. I feel like everyone, this happens to everyone every once in a while, and other than that, it's a reconcilable month. It's not like, without this $4,000 loss, I'm actually up $2,500 on the month, which is a green month, and better than red. But I'm not gonna not import this into TraderView just to make this like a green month. That's ridiculous. Got to be full transparency, and that's what I'm trying to do here in this video as well, is give you guys full transparency into my my trading statistics here. So already green on December, which is good, and try to just again, take it day by day, and don't you got to look at every day differently, and but look at every day differently because there are different opportunities, but come to the day every day as prepared the same. I feel like I just really screwed up my words, but I think you may hopefully understand what the hell I am talking about right now, because just looking at this here is apparently making me crazy. All right, so that's it from me. I've blabbered enough here, but hopefully you guys appreciate and enjoyed this this recap. Of course, my Discord link is in the description if you want to join my Discord. You can ask me any questions. We can chat, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys like this video. I mean, come on. I just feel bad for me here. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I hope you guys took something away from this and appreciated it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for my trading recap. All right, toodaloo.